Have you ever wanted to get away from it all and figure out what you want to do with your life? Today on Distinctions for Life, I'll share some tips on how to make that happen and how to have great results. If you stick around to the end, I'm giving away a free copy of the Complete Life Planning Retreat Guide. I'm Ron Davis, and this is Distinctions for Life, where I help you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference. If you've already watched my previous videos about how to have a personal retreat and would like to get that guide for free, follow the link in the description. 10 years ago, I did a series of videos on life planning. They were actually the last thing I did on Distinctions for Life before it went on hiatus. And you'd think that after 10 years, I have a lot new to say, or that the information would have become dated. But looking back at them, they hold up pretty well. You can check it out yourself. It turns out that despite all the incredible technological progress we've made in a decade, how to think about and plan your life really hasn't changed. And that's a core distinction for life. While the world and technology changes, humans and human nature don't. That's why the advice I give here can be timeless. Not everything, because I do talk about technologies that can make an actual difference in your life, but when I talk about how to think or how to look at your life, that stuff doesn't change. You know, there's a resurgence of the popularity of Stoic philosophy right now, Marcus Aurelius being the philosophic celebrity in that area. People are reordering their lives in the 21st century based on letters he wrote 3,000 years ago. That's because basic human nature hasn't changed, nor have our big questions. How should we live our lives? It is the core question of religion and has been around since the beginning of recorded history, probably even before. Okay, I'm getting off on a really weird tangent here, but that's what happens when you start talking about stuff you did 10 years ago. And it is relevant to the question of how to have a personal retreat, or even to have one. You see, we have so many options in life right now. We live in an age of huge abundance. Almost everyone who's watching this doesn't have to worry about their food or water. They don't have to spend their days trying to figure out how to just survive. Now we have first world problems. A big part of that is the internal angst that comes from the question, what am I going to do with my life? And it may manifest itself in other questions like, where should I go to school? Where should I live? What should I do for a job? Should I get married? The list, of course, goes on and on. What are the questions that are pulling on your psyche? Leave them in the comments below. I've got some bad news for you if you came here looking for the answer. That's the answer in capitals. There is no the answer. There is no one thing that when you learn it, it will make everything in your life work. Rather, you're going to have to figure it out over the course of your life. Some of you will do it by trial and error, some on autopilot, only changing when you have to. A lucky few will seek and get divine intervention. But a key to this is searching for the answer. Not the capital letter answer, but the answer for today and for tomorrow. One of the big obstacles is the world that we live in. Everyone is talking about all the distractions. The big tech companies using Terminator-style AI to get you to focus only on what makes them money. Personally, I think this is overblown. Yeah, Facebook is evil when it comes to getting anything done, but humans are infinitely adaptable. We can overcome Facebook. We can see when it's too big a distraction and work out a way to overcome that. And do you think that Facebook is more distracting than an empty stomach? People have struggled for centuries just to get to the end of the day with enough calories to get them to the next day. Okay, Ron, you may be saying, get to the personal retreat. You've got to break the wild bronco of your life and get it under your control, or horse whisper it if you prefer. There are lots of ways to do that on a daily basis, and those are needed. And we'll talk about running each day of your life in the future. But you have to know where you want your life to go. You can control the horse and then tell it to go to the wrong place. The best way to get that focused, big picture view is to go on a personal retreat. So let's talk about what that is and how to do it. If you're unfamiliar with the term retreat, it comes from various contemplative traditions and means to get away and separate yourself from the world to focus on something. Often that thing is spiritual, to connect with God or the universe, whatever spiritual being answers your call. People for thousands of years have made tremendous progress as humans by doing this periodically. Some found it so powerful for personal growth that they tried to live their lives separate from the world all the time. Personally, I want to make a difference in the world, which means I need to spend time in it. But sometimes I do need to get away so that I can focus on what is real and not just what is in front of me and what's yelling in my face. Hopefully, if you've stayed here this long, you actually want to do a personal retreat. I'm not one to get you motivated and leave you hanging, so I've got 2 great free resources for you. First, the old DFL video series on personal retreats. Yeah, that video is crap because back then when I uploaded it, YouTube couldn't handle HD video. But there is a playlist link in the description and in the cards above. Now, at the end of that series, I talk about the DFL Life Planning Retreat Guide. At the time, it was a $40 ebook that you could buy from me. It contains tips on how to schedule your retreat. There are 5 modules that will guide you through exercises that will help you get perspective on your life and where you want to go. 2 of the modules are based on movies from back in the day, The Bucket List and Groundhog Day. Don't you want to know how you can use those movies to help plan your life? Like I said, I sold that thing for $40 a decade ago, but I've decided just to give it to any of you willing to take the small action of clicking a link in the description and giving me your email address. Yeah, I know I'm awesome. Plus, I don't want to have to update that old Word document to my standards for 2019, so get it before I change my mind. There's a link in the description. Question of the day. Have you ever just gotten away and thought about how you wanted your life to be? Tell me about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching today. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button and follow the link in the description to the DFL Toolbox. This channel is all about helping you get what you really want in life through small changes that make a big difference. So until next time, I'm Ron Davis. Why don't you go have a personal retreat and tell me what happened? All right, I did my thing. Thing is done did.